to calm down with ourselves. Yeah, we need to calm down with ourselves. Nobody has it all figured out, and we are just doing the best we can, everyone. And so, yes, thank you so much, ma'am, for that presentation. So, our next speaker, hmm, I think we should begin to already react. Yeah, so our next speaker is um, going to be bringing the voice of a younger generation navigating identity and expectations. She is Oluwatobi Olabode, and she is a lover of God, a worshiper, and a teen mentor. In 2016, Toby started Young, Saved, and Beautiful, a thriving community for young ladies who are being groomed to live their best lives in Christ. Through the Young, Saved, and Beautiful platform, Toby has built a supportive platform that inspires faith, purpose, and intentional living in young women. Mentoring Academy, an impactful program that has provided accountability, growth, and support to its participants. Her heart for mentorship and transformation shines through the academy, fostering a space for young women to thrive spiritually, emotionally, and professionally. Additionally, she hosts the YSB podcast and the Toby Fusi podcast boldly in their God-given purpose. She is the author of the Teen Girls Guide,
Edie. Thank you so much to our initiative for the invite. All right, so the three things that I will be speaking to. So the first one, the popular statement as young people. I mean, if you are Gen Z in the chat, please leave a comment and just say I'm Gen Z. I am Gen Z that says women and we're thinking about career success, family, a very beautiful personal life. And really, the question is, can we really have it all? Can we really have, that balance? Is there two balance? And with the young women that I have worked with, I have seen how that statement tries to create a form of pressure on, you know, everything's amazing. Your personal life can be a 30%. Um, your relationships, for instance, can suffer. Someone said, I'm not Gen Z. Okay, we want the Gen Z in the comment section. And so what I realized over time is that it is not possible to achieve 100% of your life. Front seat, say so myself. And so at different points in time, all engines can be fired time to go out and socialize. And so what you find is that different seasons require different level of intensity, and something always comes at the essence of some other thing. And so having it all is true, but having it all is also true with the knowledge that your life is in phases and in seasons. And when you're at the season where something is 100%, while something else is suffering, the goal is not to be too hard on yourself and say, the idea that was sold to me was that I could have it all. But we need to realize that something always comes at the expense of some other thing. I mean, by all means, outsource if you can. For instance, if you're in a season where you're barely, for example, tidy up the home. If you can outsource those things out, fine. If you have the funds to, fine. But it's also knowing that nobody's life is perfect. Nobody has it all together at every point in time. What we can try to do is, you know, do things the way where one area of our life does not fail critically, like does not fall so much that by the time we are done with that phase of life, it's almost hard to pick up. So I think as women, constant introspection, this month, what happened this quarter, what do I need to do better, what do I need to improve on, what is the next quarter going to look like for me, what is going to take most of my time in this quarter, what do I need to say my second in trying to build our careers and our relationships at the same time. What are the real trade-offs that young women make that to be honest, Mrs. Kemi has already spoken about how as women we're always sacrificing something. There's always something that is coming at the expense of some other thing. How she sent her kids to her husband and say, I'm not the only one who gave birth to you, we are two people. Sometimes we want to do it all, but we have to realize that there have to be trade-offs, right? When young people are building their I feel like one major thing I've seen most women deal with or battle with is fear. I find that in the workplace, men are bolder, men are more assertive, men are they are showing men ways, she spoke to me that day, or the way she was looking. I don't think that she did. And we are just always, really meaning to a lot of things. But men don't care. If they want something, they go for it. If they see an opportunity, they take it. If they fail, that's fine. But most women are always holding back. There's that fear of even trying. We've not even failed, but we're already scared that we'll fail. And so when a woman is trying to build her career, trying to probably, when she's in school, for instance, trying to get that degree, she it almost feels like if she's doing it and something else is suffering, there is a sense of guilt or remorse, like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing this. Oh, they tell you, oh, is this how you be doing in your husband's house and you cannot cook? And you try to explain that, oh, this phase of my life, I'm busy with this, and this. I won't be able to do this as well. But the society has just so many expectations. I remember certain times at work where I would probably be having breakfast on my seat, and a colleague would come by and say, I hope this food you are eating, I hope you cooked it yourself. And I'm like, no, I bought it. And sometimes I do that just to see their response, right? And I ask them, did you make your own breakfast too, or somebody made it for you? And I tell them, we work the same job. If you think that I should always cook every meal I make, then you should also do same too. Because I mean, I don't have to end. And so I get comments like that. And I try to just, be a troublemaker, if I should use that word, and say, oh, I bought the food. Because if you can buy yours, I can buy mine. But just realize that there's certain pressure with women to, you know, be certain way, still combined with the work that they do in the workplace. And women also have something called, would I say, timeline grief, where we feel like we ought to be at certain places, a certain guilt, a certain, feeling that comes with it, like, I was supposed to be here. And since I'm not here, I shouldn't talk, I shouldn't speak up. I finally get the opportunity, I finally get into school. I shouldn't make too much noise about it because I am late, so to speak. I mean, I saw a post online about a lady who talked about the first time she traveled abroad and how she did a whole post about it. And she was thinking to herself that, am I making too much noise about this? Like, should I be quiet? I mean, I'm over 30 and this is my first time out of the country. And she was feeling a type of way that, am I not making noise too much? And then she had to stop herself and say, this came at the time when it came, right? This is the time that I've been able to achieve this. And so I'll celebrate it, even though it feels like I should have had it earlier or later. So I think generally women are always making trade-offs, women are always making sacrifices. Women are told to be ambitious but still be soft, to be strong but still be agreeable, to be independent but still be available. There's just always, you should be seen before you are heard. You should, there's just different boxes that a woman is told to fit. If you have a male boss who is stern and firm, and if a woman does same, she's called angry, she's called bitter, she's called, she's just too harsh. And you're being given certain labels because you're still expected to be soft and motherly, firm, but not too loud, but not too, assertive. And there are always trade-offs that women have to make. My last point here today is, do I think that young women today are better able to recognize and walk away from healthy or controlling relationships, or the fear stigma and societal expectations keep them stuck? On this, I would say that there are two truths. So while there's a lot of information now about what a healthy relationship should look like and how women should be aware of what an unhealthy relationship will do to them, their mental health, their lives, and all that has to do with them, I think that a lot of women are still scared to make bold choices, to say, no, this is harming me more than helping me, and so I need to walk away. A lot of women are always second guessing. They always feel like, oh, if I leave this person, whether it be a romantic relationship or a friendship, there's always the thought of, if I leave this person, how do I start again? Where do I go from there? In fact, if I leave this person, I don't think I will try again because my life is over. I've given so much, I can't start again. And so there's a stigma, there's a fear of getting married late. Oh, I don't want to still be single when I'm 30. I want to be married before I am 30. I mean, I know of someone who got married to this person who was already hitting her before they got married, but she still got married to him because she said her sister got married past 30, she don't want to be like her sister. And so she got married, even though she knew that this person wasn't good for her. And so there's stigma, there's certain expectations. We hear things like gaslighting, breadcrumbing, emotional unavailability, love bombing. There are different terminologies now flying all around. And so it takes a woman with a very healthy self-esteem to be in an unhealthy relationship, to confide in her friends, family, and they tell her, no, we don't think this is good for you. It takes a woman with a healthy self-esteem to walk away and to learn the consequences of whatever that would look like. Not caring about what people will say, they will think, oh, money has this, they spent money on this thing, I have to go on with it. And so I would say that women are always faced with pressure in different types, ways, and forms. I think that what would really help, what would go a long way, is for every woman one to discover her identity, to be true to herself, to have community around her that is honest, that is truthful, that is objective as well, that helps her or guides her in making decisions that is not just based on the now, but has a ripple effect that will pay her off in the long run. All right, I think I'll wrap up here. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Toby. Please, the reacts, but the reactions, let's see them coming. Let's see them coming. Let's come together. Happy thing, relatable and insightful presentation. Yeah, I really found it relatable, and we're happy to, hear from you and to have you share with us your thoughts on this issue. Um, You can drop your questions in the comment section, or you can, and we would have a section for questions just after our last speaker speaks. And so if you prefer to, unmute yourself and speak during the questions, that is fine. And if you would rather type in the comment section, you can also drop questions in the comment section. And if you're asking them specifically to any of the speakers, kindly indicate which of the speakers. You know. Thank you very much. And so, without wasting any more, and she's going to be speaking on something we tend to overlook: our mental and emotional well-being. And so, Miss Dr. Imabong Ladiko Sanusi is widely recognized for her work in trauma healing, gender-based violence response, and child safeguarding. She has worked extensively in capacity building programs on mental health, resilience, and protection. She currently serves as a mental health wellness focal person with the network of civil society organizations against child trafficking, abuse, and labor, NACT, and is actively involved in the FCT Child Protection Network. She has provided psychosocial support and mental health services across clinical, humanitarian, and community settings, consulting for institutions such as NNPC Clinic and DIA Clinic, and training healthcare professionals, law enforcement agencies, and civil society actors, particularly during and after the COVID-19 pandemic. She holds a degree in psychology from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and a master's degree in transpersonal mental health from Elroy London University, with further research focused on adverse childhood experiences and trauma. She is a seasoned mental health therapist, trauma-informed care specialist, and child protection expert with over 2 decades of experience supporting women, children, and vulnerable populations. Dr. Imal Wong is a passionate advocate for safe spaces, healing, and empowerment, particularly for women and adolescent girls, and continues to mentor and support young people through her community-based initiatives. And so, her topic this evening will be on mental health and coping, sustainability, burnout, and safety. And again, with Jesus' joy, permit me to say that it just feels, okay, so yeah, join me to welcome Dr. Um, Imabong Sanusi Ladipo Sanusi, as she presents her session to us. Ma, over to you. Please, lots of claps, lots of claps, lots of love.
Everyone. I don't know if I'm audible. Let me begin by thanking the SWA Initiative Executive Director, Chinwe Ayo, for making me part of this. And I also want to thank the other speakers from Barrister Kemi to Gen Z, Toby. I don't even know if there's any other thing for me to say. Thank you so much. Just to keep the network working, I'll put my video off because the network is really playing out, and then I'll continue. So number one, the first question, Comfort, yes, you are the one you asked me to. Please, can you all hear me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. The first question is, from the mental health perspective, what does balance actually mean? Is it something women can really, something women can realistically achieve, or should we be redefining it altogether? I think the other two women, the barrister and the Gen Z, Toby, they have done justice to this. But I want to say that balance can be misunderstood. Okay, let me paint a picture like this, that we think balance is like that gymnastic beam, that we put something in the middle, then we step on the beam or the rod, and then we swing this way and swing that way. That's what we always think balance is. Balance is not perfection. I think the other two speakers have expanded on that. Balance is not steady. it can swing this way, it can swing that way. So if truly you want to look at it as a beam, as that rod, or you as a staying there or holding something to balance yourself, like those kind of sports we did those days in primary school. I think when notation for each,